Hello everyone. In the previous class of strength of material, we have studied about our case 1, case 2 and case 3. In the case 1 of principal stress chapter, the member is subjected to uniaxial stress, only one stress is there. Okay. For that we have written the formula for normal stress and our shear stress, and for the case 2 the principal stresses are given and you have calculated the normal stress and shear stress. In third case, the normal stress and shear stress are acted upon it. You have calculated the principal stress and the angle of principal plane, that is tan 2 theta p equal to 2 tau xy by sigma x minus sigma y. Like this, principal stress also we have calculated sigma x plus sigma y by 2 plus or minus sigma x minus sigma y by 2 whole square plus tau square xy root over. Okay. This much we have studied of case 1, 2, 3. Now we will move to for the last case of this chapter, case 4. Sorry. Case 4. In case 4, it is given that the member is subjected to pure shear. Pure shear. Pure shear means what? Pure shear means only it is acted upon by shear stress. No normal stress is there. Okay. It means that the sigma x equal to 0 and sigma y equal to 0. Okay. So for this, it is acted upon like this. It is tau xy. Okay. Here also like this. It is tau xy. Okay. Suppose this is a plane. This angle is theta. It is a dash. So you may have seen here, it is only acted upon by shear stress, no normal stress acted upon it. That is why I have not mentioned in the diagram. So now you have to calculate for the another plane A dash, what is the normal stress, what is our principal stress, what will be our shear stress, that you have to calculate. Sigma x dash, sigma x dash, sigma y dash, here also sigma y dash. Okay, and the same case will be like this. Here also tau xy dash, here also tau xy dash. Now, what is the formula of tau xy dash? Okay, the first point is sigma x equal to 0 and sigma y equal to 0. Now calculate sigma x dash, sigma y dash and tau xy dash. What is the formula of sigma x dash? That is sigma x plus sigma y by 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y by 2 cos 2 theta plus tau xy sin 2 theta. Put all the values, sigma x, sigma y 0. So this term will be 0, this term will be 0. So only remaining is our tau xy sin 2 theta. Sigma y dash also same thing, minus tau xy sin 2 theta. Okay. So here sigma x dash, again I am writing, not here, here I am writing, that is why sigma x dash equal to tau xy sin 2 theta. sigma y dash equal to tau xy sin 2 theta minus. Now what is the formula of tau xy dash? This already we have studied in the previous class, that is why I am just writing it. Okay, so tau xy dash means minus sigma x minus sigma y by 2 sin 2 theta plus tau xy cos 2 theta. So this is 0. So tau xy dash will be tau xy cos 2 theta. Okay, over. These are the only derived formula. This is a special case you can write. Okay, there is nothing much difference between the previous cases. This is only a special case. If it is acted upon by pure shear, means sigma x sigma y will be 0. Only shear stress will be there. So now in some case, if our tau xy dash is 0, in case of principal plane, this we have studied. To become the principal plane, a principal stress, it should be acted upon the tau xy dash should be 0 for that. Yes or no? For the principal plane, because in the principal plane only principal stress will act, no shear stress. So in this plane A dash, the shear stress is 0. To become it principal, if for principal plane, so now make it 0, tau xy cos 2 theta equal to 0. So theta will be how much? Because cos 90 is 0, yes or no? So same value will come 45 degree or 135 degree, same value. Okay, clear? So if you want to calculate the sigma 1 and sigma 2 for this special case, then it will be how much? Put theta equal to 45, because if you are making tau xy dash 0, if it is making 0, then sigma x sigma y dash will be our principal stress, because yeah, principal plane it will be on the principal plane, the principal stress will act. Why? Because shear stress is 0. What is the definition of principal plane? It is a plane where our shear stress is 0 and it is acted upon by principal stresses. So I made the principal stress is 0, so that rest of the stress will be our principal stress. So sigma 1 will be how much? Same, put the same formula. Again I am writing for your understanding. This is 0, this is 0, because sigma x equal to 0 and sigma y equal to 0 already. So put the values here now. Tau xy sin 2 into 45 degree, theta will 45. So tau xy sin 90. So sin 90 is how much? 1. So it will become sigma 1 equal to tau x. It is a major principal stress. If you want to calculate minor, then just minus it will be there. So sigma 2 equal to minus tau xy. This is a special case. Okay. Generally this problem will come only short problem, 2 marks problem will come. Not the maximum mark cannot come from this case 4. But case 2, 3 are most important for your long question. Okay. So go through properly case 2 and 3. Definitely one question will definitely come. Only put the values from the formula and get the answer. Write the given data and write down the formula and put the values in the formula. You will get the answer. That this chapter is much more easier than the rest of the chapter. Okay, now we'll move to the last part of this chapter, the Moore's circle. Okay, this is the last part of this principal stress chapter, the graphical method. Okay, till now we have studied the analytical method. Now we'll study the last part of this chapter, the Moore's circle या graphical method. Okay, so we'll analysis the principal stress in terms of this graphical method. Now see what does this Moore's circle states. Okay, according to the Moore's circle, it is a graphical representation between our shear stress and normal stress. Shear stress in the y-axis and normal stress in the x-axis. Here is the normal stress, here is the shear stress. So, in this circle, I have mentioned some points. You should remember that points. Wherever the circle will cut the sigma axis, the first point will be our suppose A point. So this much stress will be called our minor principal stress. So that you have to remember all these things. OA means wherever the circle will cut, first this much value is sigma 2, that is minor principal stress. Now, what is major principal stress? From the O point to the last point where the circle will cut, suppose the B point, this much value will be your major principal stress. So I can write OB and in sigma 1, that is major principal stress. Clear? So now sigma 1, sigma 2 over. Now the center of this circle is a distance of, if suppose C, that is sigma x plus sigma y by 2. These are the normal stress. Okay, so the coordinate of C I can write in some objective question. It is asked what is the coordinate of C point, the center of the Moore circle. In bracket I am writing center of circle. So what will be your answer? It will be sigma x plus sigma y by 2 comma 0. Because this is the x coordinate, y coordinate is 0. Yes or no? If some point lies on the x axis, the y coordinate will be 0. So I just written it is x and 0. Now, in some cases, it may be asked to find out the radius of the circle. Remember these points. Radius of Moore's circle. Always remember the radius of this Moore's circle is always equal to a maximum shear stress. These are the properties of Moore's circle. Okay, you have to remember this. The maximum stress. Here also I have mentioned the maximum shear stress will be at the upper point. Okay, that is the radius of the Moore's circle. Clear? So what are the maximum shear stress? The formula you already know. I am not writing. That's sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2. Okay. Or sigma x minus sigma y by 2 whole square plus tau square x root over. You already know this. So I am not writing this. Okay. Next property is, if some point, suppose random point P is there, so that coordinate will be how much? Whatever the value on the x6, that is sigma, that is normal stress, that value, comma y coordinate. On the y coordinate our shear stress value, whatever the value, suppose random value tau xy dash. Okay. Next property is the mode circle will cut the sigma axis symmetrically. Okay, it will cut symmetrically about sigma axis. You will cut the section if about sigma, then it will divide the section into two equal half. Okay, it will always cut the sigma axis symmetrically. Okay, for the next property is our special case, that is pure shear case. So if it is asked for the pure shear case, the pure shear case, the mode circle will be symmetrical about both the axes, x axis and y axis. Symmetrical about both the axes. So what will be the diagram? Here I am showing that. So it is, suppose sigma, this is shear stress. So the mode circle will be something like this. Okay, this is case of pure shear case. Okay, so these values will be our shear stress value, tau xy, here also tau xy, tau xy, tau xy. Okay, tau max also, because it is maximum value. So this is the special case of pure shear. Generally it is asked about objective questions. These all are specially meant for objective questions. Okay, this mode circle part is specially for objective questions only. Okay, so these are the major properties of the mode circle. Okay, if something is asked about this properties of mode cycle, 2 or 3 marks or 5 marks, you can write down all the properties, and the notes of this also I will give to you. Okay, don't worry for that. Okay, so till then this is all about your principal stress thing. The 4 cases of analytical method and 1 case of graphical method, mode circle method. So this much over. Now we will move to the principal strain part. Okay, that is almost similar to our principal stress part, only the notation will change. Here I am denoting sigma, there I will denote epsilon. Okay, that's the only difference. Rest thing will remain same. Okay, so that I will teach now. Okay, only the difference of is only the notation. Okay, nothing much difference. So let's start the principal strain. Okay, now we'll analysis the strain part. The analysis of strain. So if the body is subjected to, suppose sigma 1, here sigma 2, here sigma 2. So if in some cases it will acted on biaxial stress sigma 1, sigma 2, and it is asked to find out the strain in the 2 direction. The strain is denoted by epsilon. So sigma 1 will be find out sigma 1 by E minus mu sigma 2 by E. Okay, E means Young's modulus of elasticity. Remember this. Mu means Poisson's ratio. This will be similar. If it is E1, it is sigma 1. If it is E2, it is sigma 2 minus mu sigma 1 by E. Sigma 1 and sigma 2 are major and minor principal stresses. E means Young's modulus of elasticity. And mu means, already studied, mu means Poisson's ratio. That is lateral strain by linear strain. This already studied. Okay, this is the simple analysis of principal strain. Next, the two cases whichever we studied in the principal stress part, that we will study here. Okay. E1, E2 are the major and minor principal strains. All are similar, nothing to worry. That is sigma 1, sigma 2. Here is E1, E2, epsilon 1, epsilon 2. That is principal strain. There it is principal stress. So how you are writing sigma x? Yes, sigma y. What is the formula? Same will be there. So I am just writing it. Nothing much difference. Minus E2 by 2 cos 2 theta, yes or no? In a normal strain, nothing difference. Okay, same here will be just the minus E1 plus E2 by 2 minus E1 minus E2 by 2 cos 2 theta. Principal strain is not much important as compared to principal stress. I think in your exam only principal stress will definitely come. Principal strain may not come, but you should know the formula is almost same only notation difference. So no need to worry or by heart these things. Next, whatever calculating, I am calculating the shear stress. The only difference is that we are denoting the shear stress at tau xy. Here we will denote as phi xy. That is the only difference. So next, this much over. Next, the shear strain. Phi xy. Okay, what the formula is there? Sigma 1 minus E2 by 2 sin 2 theta. So here the only difference is wherever we are using tau xy, put it just blindly phi xy by 2. Then formula you can get. Here we have calculated what is the original formula, tau xy equal to minus of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 sin 2 theta, yes or no? So put in place of tau xy only phi xy by 2, rest will remain same. So 2 to cancel, so phi xy will be E1 minus E2 sin 2 theta. Okay, only this much difference. If it is asked maximum, to calculate the maximum value, then it will be sin 91. So phi xy maximum will be how much? E1 minus E2 if you take the mode. Okay, the formula all remain same, nothing to worry. Only shear stress will differ. Put the shear stress as phi xy by 2. Then you will get the formula. No need to by heart, only derive. Okay, tau xy formula you know already you have studied. Put phi xy by 2. Put sigma 1 as epsilon 1, sigma 2 as epsilon 2. Then you will get the formula. No need to by heart. So next, the last case of principal strain and our this chapter is the last case. So what will be given here? Case 2, that is Ex, Ey and 5x will be there. You have to calculate here principal strain in both the direction, major and minor. What the formula? Sigma x plus sigma y by 2. Same formula will be there. Plus ex minus e by 2 whole square plus tau square xy is there. So put 5xy by 2. So 5xy by 2 whole square. That's it. Nothing much difference. So this will be your major principal stress, then minor will be same. Just take the minus ex minus ey by 2 whole square plus 5xy by 2 square root over. This is the answer. Okay. If ex, ey and 5x will be given to calculate principal strain, these are the principal strain. This is major principal strain, this is minor principal strain. Okay, just put the formula, same formula, only replace tau xy by 5xy by 2. That's it. Here tau xy is there, so just put 5xy by 2, then rest of the formula will remain same. Okay, so after this I completed this chapter, principal stress and strain. Okay, so hope you have understood all these things. So if any doubt in this chapter you can ask me. This chapter is much easier as compared to rest of the chapter of strength of material. So I suggest the students to do more problems. These problems are much more easier because only put the formula, get the answer. Nothing much concept is there in this chapter. So solve more number of problems. If any doubt, ask me. I will take the Zoom class in this week because I have completed the chapter. Okay, so if any doubt you can ask me in WhatsApp. Thank you for that.